Hey, everybody, it's time for Poduty in the News for Monday, August 4th, 2025. I've got 6 great live podcasting news stories coming your way. Car Dealers Live, Bald and the Beautiful, Go Live or Go Home, Trust Me, and Joey Lawrence. Whoa!
Rev those engines, start the show. Car Dealer Podcast got Vicky in tow. Swallowboard's cold, but Trixie's on fire. Penguins and parades that'll never expire. Talk radio's got a pulse to prove. They're unscripted, always on the move. Trust Con's mission, keep the trolls at bay. With Twitch and Bumble leading the way. Lots goes from charts to stage. Real time making with the meme stock rage. Then Lawrence brothers bring the heat. With music, laughs, and a Vegas seat. Jeff Revilla's on the mic. Serving podcast news just how you like. Poduty and the news, turn it up loud. We're going live and we're making you proud.
Hey, everybody, another great show. 6 more stories coming your way. They just keep coming in. Live podcasting is growing in leaps and bounds, and this podcast is just showcasing all that talent that's going to the live stage. The reason we do it, we have a podcast theater, the Poduty Live Podcast Theater, just outside of Pittsburgh. We do some great events. We have great live podcasts come through and perform on our stage. We just had the Pittsburgh Podcast Meetup, which is a great 3-hour event where I feed everybody pizza, drinks, and then we do Q&A. We learn about our problems. Where are we struggling? And we share ideas and concepts. And it's a lot of fun. There'll be another one coming up in September. If you'd like to see that live stream, let me know. Leave a comment. Reach out to me. It's something we're considering doing. But right now, it's for the Pittsburgh podcasters. Let's get into our stories today. We have hot takes and barbecue. The Car Dealer Podcast gets a live upgrade. This one comes to us from Car Dealer Magazine. And the Car Dealer Podcast is firing up the grill and the microphones for a live recording and summer party in Oxfordshire on September 24th. Sponsored by Motorway, the event will feature industry heavyweights like Vicky Hart, head of marketing and digital at Wayland's, tackling the hottest dealership debates of 2025, from tech consolidation to electric vehicle strategy and the rise of new market entrants. With 2 more panelists yet to be announced in a post-show garden barbecue, it's shaping up to be equal parts insight and after party. So this is a European car dealer podcast. They're having their own event. They've taken their podcast, they're taking it to the people, they're performing it live and having like a mini conference, a mini party. And it's a great way to connect your business with your audience is through live events like that. This is what I've been preaching. So check it out. If you're in the UK, you got a car dealer podcast, or you're in the auto industry, or you just like Vicky Hart from Wayland's, you can learn some new information about automotive marketing. Our second story tonight, Seed Vault shenanigans with Trixie and Katya. Trixie and Katya have officially taken their comedy global and glacial as the Bald and the Beautiful goes live from the Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway. Between dodging reindeer traffic jams and saluting a knighted penguin named Sir Nils Olav, the duo delivers their signature chaos, hilarity, and commentary on everything from high school reunions to psychedelic side quests. It's a peak absurdity at the edge of the earth, sponsored by BetterHelp, Chime, and Hungry Root, because nothing says mental health like polar comedy in a frozen vault. This is a YouTube video. You can watch the live performance. It was a packed audience, a giant theater. This one's called The Land of 1,000 Fjords, live from Norway. Check it out. The Bald and the Beautiful live show, performing live, podcasters selling tickets to live audiences and having these crazy in-person events. They're getting real-time feedback. They're building a global community. They're building an in-person community of people who want to come out and enjoy the podcast. Our third story tonight, macro, micro, and gummy bears. The Odd Lots goes live. This comes to us from the New York Times. The Odd Lots podcast, hosted by Bloomberg's Joe Weisenthal and Tracy Alloway, packed out Racket NYC with a standing room only crowd of finance pros, market obsessives, and yes, gummy bear truthers. The live show featured contrarian guests, chaotic charts, and enough macroeconomic volatility to make your portfolio sweat. with topics ranging from chicken beak capitalism to why you can't trade onion futures. Odd Lots proves economics can be gripping, especially when it involves semiconductors, pork byproducts, and a $35 hat. It's the kind of podcast both capitalists and their critics can't stop binging. So check it out, the Odd Lots podcast. And again, doing another live show in front of a live audience. Can you see the trend here? That's what Poduty in the News is about. We're showcasing all these stories going on around the world. And here's one: go live or go home. If you were at the Pittsburgh podcast meetup, we had a lot of people who were doing news stories and talk radio. And that medium is now embracing the live audience. Yes, you want to have your podcast, but also a lot of these news and talk radio hosts and a lot of these podcasts, their audiences aren't just a download away. A lot of them are looking for real-time news. They're looking for live streams, live shows. So this is something that Barrett Media brought to us. In an era where everything's on demand, news talk radio hosts are being reminded, don't forget your live audience. A new op-ed by the Barrett Media's Garrett Searwright urges broadcasters not to fall in love with podcast playback numbers while ignoring the irreplaceable spark of live radio. That's where the community forms. That's where breaking news hits hardest and real-time accountability keeps things honest. It's a message I echoed at a recent Pittsburgh podcast meetup, because whether you're behind a radio mic or on the podcast stage, that live audience is still the heartbeat of the whole show. So yes, you can go live. You can go live from your news office, but you can also do these shows live in front of an audience. And that community that you're building in real time, that's a connection that you can't get from an MP3 file and a download once a week. All right, trust me on this one. This one comes to us from the Control Alt Speech YouTube channel. They were at a conference called TrustCon. At TrustCon 2024, the Trust and Safety Insider podcast went live with a powerful frontline stories from professionals shaping digital safety policies around the globe. Hosted by Google's Danielle Roman, with guests from Pinterest, Twitch, and the Global Internet Forum to Counter Terrorism, the episode explored the emotional toll of content moderation, the importance of diverse lived experiences on safety teams, and why caring deeply is both a strength and a challenge. From countering extremism to building safe platforms for creative expression, this panel reminded us that trust and safety isn't just policy, it's deeply personal. And this is an example of a conference, something in an industry that you may or may not be a part of. But on these conferences, they have main stages and side stages where they are now performing podcasts during the conference. Instead of going to see a speaker session, you may go to a panel, and that panel may now be a podcast. So keep that in mind. If you're in a business space, if you're, no matter what niche you're in, there's going to be a conference related to what you're doing. And those conferences need entertainment. And they're more and more turning towards filling those sessions with podcasts. And finally, our last story tonight, Vegas gets a dose of brotherly love. This comes to us from the Strat. You can get your tickets at the link in the show notes. The Lawrence brothers are trading sitcom sets for the Vegas Strip as the Brotherly Love podcast goes live at the Strat. Joey, Matthew, and Andrew, yes, those 90s icons, are stepping on a stage for a nostalgic fueled show that's part podcast, part concert, and part comedy night. With a live band, surprise guests, and musical moments from the brothers themselves, it's a full-on Vegas variety experience that's light on filters and heavy on charm. After all, with 90 years of combined experience, who better to school us in laughs, heart, and hair gel than the Lawrence legacy? Just another example. Big celebrities are doing this. We know that they can draw an audience. We know that they're going to theaters, they're going to auditoriums, and they're filling them up. So we know that the public is now getting used to this type of entertainment, and they are going out in droves to support live podcasting. And that's where places like the Poduty Podcast Theater come in. We are that middle ground. We are building the place that's between your home studio, your home office, and the auditorium. We're that middle ground to get you from point A to point C, which is finally doing a show in front of a theater auditorium and making some money. That was Poduty in the News for Monday, August 4th, 2025.
engine, start the show. Car dealer podcast got Vicky in tow. Swallowboards cold, but Trixie's on fire. Penguins and parades that'll never expire. Talk radio's got a pulse to prove. They're unscripted, always on the move. Trust Con's mission, keep the troll